Hello and welcome back to Death for All and our War Sails playthrough here. So we have a bit of a situation. We're trying to help out Caladog in his attempt to take Lanark Hen Castle. Now, of course, here's the thing. We know, right, from our previous experiences throughout the years in Bannerlord, whenever there is a siege going on and the AI is attacking it, or indeed, let's just say that whether it's allied or enemy AI, doesn't matter which, you always kind of know the offensive force is going to lose a significant amount of people. And when they lose a significant amount of people, you know what you're going to do? You're going to try to lay in wait. You're going to try to ambush them at the best possible moment. That's usually the right way to go, if you're obviously outnumbered, of course. Now, here's the thing. The enemy is trying to do exactly that. Caladog's going to go in, he's going to get injured, he's going to get, a couple of his units killed in the actual siege, and then these guys are going to try and pounce on him, and we do not want that, obviously. That's one of the greatest things we can do to actually help us to do amazing things in the game right now. We just really need to make sure he doesn't die. Because if he dies, we will actually lose a great huge amount of actual combat strength. So we need to be really, really careful on that. And that means I'm going to go in here, we're going to fight these guys, and then we're going to try and fight the others. Now, unfortunately, well, should I say more fortunately here, I was able to split off one of them from the pack. And that was, well, I'm not entirely sure why that even happened, to be honest, because if he just stayed in the same place, I'd be fighting against almost 300 people now. But as it stands, I'm fighting against only 70. So we don't really need to, we don't need to be super, super careful here. But here's the thing. Obviously, we do need to be careful. There are going to be enemy vassals coming to assist these other two that are waiting nearby. And I'd very much like to try and... well, I would like to ideally get to relatively close to maximum medicine skill now. That would be wonderful. If we could actually make that happen, I think that would be super, super nice. Now, let's actually see what's happening here. Okay, wait. Let me see. Okay, so basically what we need to do is just get... We've got so many infantry right now. I think that might be a bit of a problem. Maybe I have way too many infantry now. I mean, that's the funny thing. I was actually trying to just recruit regular battalions because obviously I wanted to try and, diversify a little bit more, go for somewhat less Battanian Fian champions, because while the Battanian Fian champions are amazing, they do have some drawbacks, They obviously have some drawbacks, and I'd like to try and prevent any kind of weakness that we have in the future. Now, this... I need to replace my polearm, I'm sorry. This really does need to get replaced relatively soon. I'm not sure... I'm not very good with it, as you can quite clearly see, because I've had numerous campaigns in the past where I've played a character who has used a polearm, and no offense, but I always seem to do relatively well with it, I mean, I'm not sure what's going on, but this polearm... And these trees are annoying me now as well. But yeah, this polearm is way too unwieldy. I don't know. I feel like we really need to see if we can get something a little bit more, a little bit more suitable for us. I mean, you can see here, I'm not even getting an instant kill most of the time, which is kind of weird in itself. Usually, we would get an instant kill almost every single time, but I think it's because I'm just not very good with timing this thing. I don't know. I mean, you can see here, we've actually got a... Don't we have a decent amount of polearm skill? I don't even know what my polearm skill is at the moment. I should probably check that, because, I mean, let's face it, if it's literally something like 80 or something like that, then we are more than likely going to find the reason why I suck, kind of. I mean, I can't blame the weapon entirely, of course. As I said, it is mostly my timing that is a little bit off here. And yeah, but here's the thing. Usually, whenever we'd have a polearm that I feel comfortable with, we're going to get so many kills. It's going to be crazy the amount of kills we're going to get. But as it stands, this is just not my thing. I don't know. I mean, we've got, 108. Okay, yeah, okay. That kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense, because I'm thinking to myself now, yeah, well, that's the reason why I'm not doing particularly well here with this polearm. Because we just have such, well... I wouldn't say low skill, because obviously low skill would be around 30, but you know, we don't have a huge amount of skill, so our damage is, well, not as good as it could be, let's just say that. Anyway, 26 influence for us right there, 9.3. Ooh, look at that. We got some nice leadership there too. Getting some nice charm skill. Let's get some of these. Rescue them. Then we can maybe... Ooh, okay, what do we want? What do we want? Okay, I guess we'll actually go with those. I guess we will actually go with those a little bit. And we'll see what we can do here. Now, we are going to obviously be taking pretty much every single thing that we can here, because we are looking to build up our nest egg once again. And you can see here that we do have these enemies right next to us. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm at 125. Now, the thing is, do we want presence or do we want leader of the masses? The question is, I don't know. I really don't know, because at this point in time, I'm thinking to myself, do we actually need... I mean, look, do we need party size? This is not really going to make any difference whatsoever to us at all, because more than likely, if I do create my own faction, which I would like to do, once we maybe once we reach clan tier 4, are we actually clan tier 4 already? I don't know. If we are clan tier 4 already, then we may want to look for an opportunity to create our own faction. That might be quite fun. But the fact is, we're only getting +5 party size for each town we control, and we're most likely going to be having around, what, 1 to 3 towns initially, I guess. I mean, if we're really lucky, we'll get, you know, 3 towns. But if we're unlucky, then we'll just have 1, or not even 1. We'll just maybe have a castle. So I'm thinking presence right now, because no morale penalty for recruiting prisoners of your faction sounds pretty good. And also, obviously, the security per day while waiting in a town. If we actually take a town and it needs some kind of security bump, then that's going to be extremely, extremely useful. Now, we do have these two. So as I said, we'll have to go in here. Kind of wish I had the ability to purchase a new one right now. Let me actually see if I have... Wow, the handling of some of these things is insanely low. Wow, it's actually kind of crazy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Actually, my current weapon is apparently better than any of these other things. That's actually quite funny. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fine. No. Not going to be able to do anything there. So I think we're probably going to be going in. The question is, what do they have? Do they have anything that can actually destroy us? Not really. So we should be okay to go in here. Oh yes, as you can see, we're actually kind of even. They have 222. We have 175. I should have this in the bag. I'm only hoping that we're going to have a decent environment. Yeah, well, it's okay, I guess. It's not exactly the greatest. I'm not a big fan. This is so funny considering we're a Botanian. But I'm not a big fan of fighting in forests. If I'm fighting in a forest, usually what happens is, as you saw in the previous battle, I just run into all of these really, really small trees right here. And these are not passable. You cannot pass through these. They're actually solid. So it makes it very annoying to, you know, ride around on your horse and try to be super, super quick and swift and everything. And these little twigs of a tree will actually stop you. So it's quite frustrating, to say the least, especially when you're attempting to look behind you or something like that, or when you're being pursued by enemies quite dramatically. Okay, so the question is, shall we do some damage? I think we should. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. We do have a very, very small amount of focus points in our polearm skill at the moment, so we're not really going to be able to level that up super dramatically, which is kind of a shame. Where are the enemies? Okay, they're all the way over there. They basically just sent their horse archers in to die, which is actually pretty good for us. Let's see if we can actually get over there, though. We do need to... Wait a minute. They've got 47 cavalry. That's actually quite dramatic. Okay, I should be a little bit careful here, to be honest, because obviously we do have death for all. You know, we do have that. I need to remind myself about that, seems like. Relatively consistently, because... As I said to you before, I like to have fun, you know? I like to have fun. I like to charge in there. I like to do damage. And, well, obviously if I charge in a little bit too recklessly, then we're going to be having some issues. But thankfully, I am able to inflict a little bit of damage here. As I said, I don't like the reach on this thing. I think the reach on this thing is really causing me a huge headache right now. I'm definitely going to have to do something about that. Yeah, definitely gonna have to do that. But yeah, we're otherwise fine, you know, we're otherwise gonna be okay. I just need to make sure that we're gonna be okay here with all these pole arms coming towards me. Make sure that I'm gonna be blocking those as best as I possibly can. Let's tell these guys to charge in. Oh, I don't really want everyone to charge. Okay, I actually thought we had some horse archers, but apparently not. Okay, well, we're just gonna be telling our forces just to hold position here. I think that's more than good. Yeah, I don't think we need to really super badly worried about that, but yeah, the one thing we do have to worry about, of course, is all these cavalry. Yes, because all the cavalry, they can actually do something. They can actually do some pretty bad things to us, and it would be nice if we could eliminate a few more of them. Unfortunately, a lot of these guys do actually, and as you can see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You see that? That tree right there, that very, very small tree. Yeah, making a huge difference actually to the amount of speed that we can gain. Maybe we can actually kill this guy. No, nope, no. Okay. For some reason, the shield was working from behind. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but there you go. Hitboxes and all that stuff. And I believe we should be okay here. Should I don't really want to speed things up because I might die. Nice. Okay. Can we... Oh, nice. He actually got hit off his mount. That's perfect. All right. So I think we're probably okay here. Let's tell everyone to charge. And yeah, we're good. We are actually fine, surprisingly enough. Oh yeah, don't get shot in the face now. Don't get shot in the face. We could actually still die, by the way, because these guys could very easily just shoot me in the face, and then I'm down probably. My helmet is decent, but I wouldn't say that it's one of those amazing helmets that's going to save me from pretty much any damage, which would be nice. It would be nice to get one of those. Ooh, yeah. See, now that's the kind of hit that I'm talking about. We could have easily died there. All right, there we go. We're at least going to be victorious in this battle. We did. Oh, look at that! 65 influence. Actually insane. We lost a huge amount of thrown weapon guys, but as we know, they actually level up quite fast, so I don't think we really need to worry about them too much. And we did get 30 renown as well. I'm not a big fan. I don't really mind about getting renown at this point. The main reason why I don't mind about that is because we have such an extensive way of generating renown. So getting renown from battles and stuff like that, that isn't actually required any further, at least for us at this point in time. It is going to be very, very required in the beginning. And that's the reason why I was, you know, kind of rushing for certain goals and stuff like that at the very start of the playthrough. But now we're actually looking pretty okay. So we don't really need to worry about that too much. I am going to just get rid of something else here. There we go. And we're just going to move on. And I think we can... do I want to donate some of this stuff? I don't think so. Yeah, as I said, I'd like to try and keep as much loot as possible, just in case. Because I feel like we do need a little bit more cash. I feel like that would be really, really nice. And now that we have protected, technically we have protected Mr. Caladog, he's going to be able to take Lanark Hen Castle. As you can see, look at what is happening to him right now. Is he almost going to lose? No, he almost had a problem there. He almost had a problem, but he did manage to take Lanark Hen Castle back, which is exactly what we wanted him to do. Now we will just go in here. This guy literally died. We killed him. And that seems to be the fate of many of these many of these minor faction vassals. They just tend to get themselves killed really, really funnily. But yeah, there you go. All right, so that guy is now gone, and we can get a couple more of these archers. I think we're probably just going to kind of balance ourselves around kind of like a 50-50 split, with a small amount of cavalry in the meantime as well. I think that sounds pretty good. Yeah, anyway, we are actually clan tier 4, as you can see there. Now, how old is Fea? She's 35. I don't know why. I'm not sure why the pregnancy has not occurred again, so I'm going to assume that they are characters, at least, just agreed on having 2, by the looks of things. Because otherwise, we would have had 3, and that would have been fantastic, because then we would have had, well, some significant backup, let's just say that, just in case something were to happen. But yeah, you look at this, all of these people are just absolutely dying like flies here. Look at this, absolutely crazy. Okay, what's this? What's this? One Nord Berserker leaves your party. No, I don't really care about that. I'm just going to persuade him to stay. Thank you very much. That's definitely going to make more of a difference than 10 renown. As you see here, look at this. I have 1,347, right? 1,347. Yes, the linen weavery is not working, unfortunately, because Oxhall is having a problem. I may indeed have to sell this or something. I'm actually not entirely sure. I could sell it for 6,800 and then purchase something else somewhere else. I think that might actually make more sense than keeping it running, because it literally doesn't give us anything, right? It doesn't give us anything at all. So I'm actually going to sell it. I'm going to sell it for 6,000. Yep, there we go. And we're going to be going over here. The main reason, obviously, is as we saw in the previous episode, Oxhall is currently having a rebellion problem. So their loyalty is really, really low. And as a result, there is no production. There is no production in the town. So that's making a huge, huge difference. I could go for a wine press. Why would I go for a wine press? Ah, they have a load. A wine press sounds good. Yes, let's do that. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and as you can obviously see, the loyalty in Cairban Seth is literally 100. So we don't have anything to worry about there. And we can immediately start generating profit, which is definitely going to be something I am looking forward to. Thank you very much. After having so many weeks without any profit whatsoever. And we got some nice little Sea Raiders here just to do a little bit of damage too. But yeah, I kind of feel like I am starved of focus points for some reason. Oh, there we go. Speaking of focus points, I actually just leveled up. Okay, that's great. So what we can now do is we can get Helping Hands. I think Helping Hands is fantastic because that allows us to have a 2% troop recovery rate increase for every 10 troops in your party. It is actually kind of crazy good. So yeah, we are almost at 275, and Minister of Health is awaiting us. Minister of Health is so good. It's actually crazy how good it is. And we will probably, I think, well, we will definitely be getting another point in social here, because I want to get 7 in social, 7 in intelligence. I kind of want to get more engineering skill, if I'm honest. However, we have so many other skills that we really need to level up, like for example, polearms, riding, athletics, one-handed, and indeed leadership too. I personally would like to level up leadership quite a bit more, because I would ideally like to get that to 275. I would love to be able to get that to 275. So I think I will put another focus point in that, even though there are other, well, definitely other perk trees that would benefit more from the focus point. The leadership, in my opinion, right now is something that I would really like to level up as best as possible, because what we're actually going to aim for here, or at least the idea that I have, is to get to 275 in leadership. Obviously, it is going to take quite some time to do that, but it just naturally, you know, it just naturally levels up over time. But yeah, so basically getting that is going to enable us to have an insanely large army. And then having an insanely large army, as you might expect, we are then going to have a significant amount of, well, pretty much everything. We can have a lot of power. We can tackle, you know, harder enemies. It's going to be really, really fun for us to do that. Let's actually just have a look here. What do we want? Decreased accuracy range penalty? Okay, yeah, sure. We'll maybe go for that or something. I don't know. Okay, we'll just sell absolutely every single thing here. So we're getting 78,000 from that. And we can sell all of this stuff as well. So we're getting 83,000 total. So now we have 228,000. We might be able to even go into some of these other towns over here as well. And I'm wondering whether we should become a vassal. Do you think we should become a vassal with Britannia right now? Because I'm looking at my influence, right? And my influence is okay, but I feel like I could use my influence so much more effectively to gain charm skill. And that means obviously voting on things, right? Voting on things, making sure that people know that we're a very, very nice person and that they should give us all their fiefs. Yes. Yeah, that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's do it. Let's become a vassal. Yes. I am ready to accept your offer. There we go. Okay, let's do it. Now, we do have the opportunity at some point in the future to also create our own faction. And we do get a couple of units here that he's giving us, and also a one-handed sword with 90... it's actually two-handed. I see. It's a two-handed / one-handed sword. Might actually be kind of cool to use. Shall we try it out? Oh, it's a falx. Oh, okay, I see. that might actually be really, really fun to use. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, thank you, my lord. Yes, goodbye, goodbye, thank you. Okay, so this is obviously going to be pretty cool because whenever there is a vote, as in whenever we capture something, you know, or shall we say whenever the Britannians capture something, they're then going to hold a vote, and this is going to enable us to do some pretty crazy relation gain with pretty much everyone involved. And that's also going to provide us with a significant amount of charm skill. We actually have 252 in charm now because of that. We're also going to be getting this, which is doubling the relation gain for helping lords in battle. +1 companion limit as well is okay. I wouldn't say that that's amazing, but I would definitely say it's all right. And do we have anything? Do we have any increases? No. Okay, unfortunate. I was kind of a bit wondering whether some policies would actually help us out here. I don't know where the policies are, what he's using. He is actually using noble retinues, but we need to be tier 5 and above to be able to take advantage of that. So unfortunately, we're not really getting much from that. Law Speakers is actually helping me a great deal, hilariously enough, because that is giving me 0. Wait a minute. Why is that only giving me 0.5 when it says that it should gain 1? You see that? Look at that. All clans whose leader has high charm gain 1 influence per day. Why am I only getting 0.5 for that instead of 1? It should be 1. Okay, that's kind of weird. We're also getting this. Clans with a heavy ship gain +1 influence daily. Obviously, that's me. I also have a heavy ship, so that's pretty cool. And we can now level up someone else here. Let's go for Vigor. Let's go for Athletics. I think that sounds pretty cool. Okay, so now let's actually just see what's going on here, because we're not at war against anyone right now, but that's okay. We don't really need to worry about that at all. We don't really need to worry about money either. We have 275,000. Generally, I feel like we can probably do without the mercenary wages for a little bit of time at least. And what? How did what the? Did you see that? How did I gain so much charm skill? I gained 2 skill points in charm. Oh, it's because I got... Yeah. Helping vassals or helping allied vassals in battle now gets us double the relation gain, which obviously is then going to translate into, you guessed it, double the charm skill gain. So that's pretty wonderful. Now, if only we could get a war declaration on our hands, that would be nice. Now here we go. Yeah, this is going to be kind of interesting. Oh, this is actually hilarious. All right, yeah, so generally this would have been amazing if we were still a mercenary. Obviously, unfortunately, we don't, well, we're not that anymore, so we can't really make good use of it. But it's okay, because we're going to gain 20 renown, 200 influence in actual fact, and we're going to do that. There we go. I don't care about the renown, but I do care about the influence, because we now have 2 votes on our little ticket here. Vote for signing a trade agreement with the Northern Empire. We're going to say yes to this. I'm going to spend a significant amount here just because I want to see how much charm skill I can actually get. Yeah, massive. Look at that. 8 skill points in charm. That is actually kind of wonderful. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do the same kind of voting strength on the second one, but that's okay. We're still going to be getting 3 skill points in charm for that, and we now have 265. Obviously, as you know, we want to get 275 so that we can get our wonderful perk that provides us with +5 influence every single day. Now, what I'm currently doing, I'm not entirely sure what's actually doing this, but it's a perk that we just got very recently. I think it's this one. No, not that one. Okay, where is it? where is it actually? I don't actually know. It might be this one. 2%. No, that's not going to work, because that's actually a governor perk. This is it. 5% daily chance to increase relations with a random lord or notable with negative relations with you when you are in a settlement. I think that is indeed what it is, but I'm seeing these relation gains randomly here. I'm not entirely sure. As you can see, look at that. Your relation increased by 3 with this guy. My relation increased by 2 to 4 with this person as well. And I'm kind of a bit intrigued by that, because I have no idea what is actually causing it, which is quite funny. I don't know. We are leveling our trade skill, of course, as well. And there is the war declaration. Okay, that is exactly what I was waiting for this entire time. Thank you very much. Okay, so we now have barely anyone to level up. Okay, well, that's great. But we do have a couple of people that I can now convert to our side here. And how many days do I have left? 30 days of food. I guess that's going to be okay, right? I guess that's all right. And we're otherwise going to be... I'm going to be sticking around this guy. Oh, hello. Oh, absolutely hilarious. Okay, so this guy, unfortunately, did manage to survive, but that's okay, because, as I said, all we really want to do is we just want to try and maximize the amount of skills that we get. The amount of skills we get, the amount of influence we get, stuff like that. Basically, that's all that matters right now for us. Hello? Heckard, what are you doing, Heckard? Ah, you hecking plonker. Well, never mind. He has actually run away and managed to escape, which is kind of annoying. But there you go. All right, vigor increase. What do we want? What do we want? I think probably trade increase, because trade is obviously going to be kind of nice for him to get just a little bit of it. And we're otherwise going to be... Can we actually get this guy? What did you see that? He just ran straight into us. I don't know why he did that. Alright, I am more than happy to fight him. I am more than happy to fight you, sir. You will be eliminated without any delay. Yes, any delay whatsoever is going to be nice. It's going to be nice for us, because we can then prepare the best death for him possible. I'm actually going to try and couch lance him if I can. I actually don't even know. Is this even a couch lanceable polearm? I don't think it is. I think this is more of an infantry-based polearm, and that's the reason why I'm kind of having issues with it, potentially. I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to tell our people to come over here. Yeah, they're taking their sweet time, aren't they? Yeah, look at that. Do you see how long that actually took? That literally took them about a minute to get over here in real time. And obviously, because I'm using super speed, it's a lot easier, a lot quicker for us to get anyone anywhere we need to go. So, hilarious. Now, if I can just make sure that we don't get shot... and that we're going to be okay. Let me just see here. Okay, there are the enemy. Okay, so what we want to do is get these guys up here, get these guys there, and then we're going to be absolutely fine. And I should be able to maybe run these guys into a very, very nice and easy place for them to kind of get stuck in. Kind of want that, obviously. Cavalry, very, very difficult for them to maneuver in between these trees, or at least that's the hope. Oh, Sails Bannerlord. Oh, okay. He might have something that's a little bit more dangerous than we really want to deal with, so not sure how we're going to do that, but I guess we'll be fine. As long as my forces are in a good firing position. What's actually going on here? Can you get down there? Yes. Maybe. Can you get down there over here, guys? Okay, yeah, maybe, or not. Not entirely sure what's going on with these fellows, but oh well, never mind. A lot of the time, these fellows are also going to be blocking me quite significantly. Okay, so what's actually happening right now? Because my guys, they're standing here. Wait a minute, where are my infantry? Why are my infantry all the way back there? What? What is this? Okay, yeah, we're gonna lose this, I think. Why are my infantry all the way back here? Look at this. Why were they so slow? Okay, well, that's bad. That is very bad. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of consolidation here, I guess. That actually really put a massive, massive problem right in our bonnet. That is not very good. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to really say about that, apart from the fact that this is bad. And the enemy obviously has a great deal of ranged damage, because of course they have Sails crossbowmen. Wow, okay. Kind of surprised that we actually had such a huge problem there. Obviously it wouldn't have been such a problem if my infantry were there, but they took... Why were they taking so long to get across the field? They're not in shield wall or anything like that. That's really weird. Okay, well, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell my infantry to go over here, my archers to go over here. We can now start to maybe actually win this battle. because technically this should have been an easy victory, right? We should have lost a normal amount of troops, around, you know, 10, 20, maybe even 25, dependent. But generally, if you can play a particular battle flawlessly, you'll probably get, like, I don't know, 3 to 5, if that. But we are, wow, I don't know what, very unlucky right there with the I don't know, the infantry being super slow. Let's try not to get ourselves killed in the meantime as well. Let's actually try out this new weapon. Oh no, I know this kind of weapon. This is a very nice weapon. Let's tell everyone to charge in here. Just gonna let my guys go straight on in here. I'm gonna hopefully be able to. Oh yeah, look at the damage. This damage is actually kind of insane for a one-handed / two-handed weapon. I'm not a terribly big fan of these normally, but this is fun. Yeah, look at that. It actually does some pretty good damage, and we are able to get some nice skill points in this too. Okay, yeah, I should probably use this a lot more, shouldn't I? I mean, I'm probably gonna be looking forward to using it in a siege or something like that, because that's obviously also going to be quite effective. And there you go, there's the victory for us. So yeah, as you can see, as soon as we started to kind of get our infantry in the right place, I don't know why, as I say, I don't know why they took so long, but they did. And yeah, as soon as that happened, everything slotted into place. Everything was so much easier. But I guess it's okay, because we do have a huge amount of prisoners for us to take, which is indeed obviously the entire reason why we have them. We have them for that reason. So we are just going to take a couple of these guys, Vlandian sharpshooters. That sounds pretty fun. And then we'll get some of these guys leveled up as well. And there we have it. Okay. Not too bad. I'm going to take the Pavis Shield, I suppose. Sounds pretty nice. It's got a lot of HP. We got some nice new gloves as well. And I think we can take the rest. There we go. All right. So we have 300,000 right now. We have 136 influence. And I'm actually wondering, is there something I can do to further assist the Botanian? Ah, they're over there taking Verexand Castle. They're going to give me that, by the way. I'm almost 100% certain they will try to give me that. But what I will try to do is I will try, if I can, to vote for someone else. That is what I'll do. I will try to vote for someone else and give it to someone else so that we can very specifically try to gain as much charm skill, gain as much relation with people as possible. That's really going to make a huge difference. As you can see here, once again, we just did a nice little auto-resolve and also converted massive amounts of prisoners, which is exactly what we want to do. So there we go. Pretty wonderful there. We are obviously losing a lot of morale, but that doesn't really matter too much. That is actually pretty easy to deal with. And yeah, I think I'm just going to probably let them go ahead and do whatever they want to do. We're kind of running interference quite nicely here already. So I don't think we need to be super, you know, on the ball when it comes to that. I think we can kind of be a bit relaxed, slightly at least. And let's see if we can get some more grapes. Yep, we definitely want some more grapes. What about the fish? No, fish is okay. Olives. Let's get some more olives, more meat, more beer. Sounds pretty nice. I could sell some prisoners if I wanted to. I don't think I'll do that. I will just go into the marketplace, however, and sell some of these other things. We could sell the world chopper. Do we want to sell the world chopper? I don't know, actually. I mean, I'm not really utilizing it that much. Oh, a masterwork Night Lance. Okay, I don't think... I'm not a big fan of the Night Lance either, I don't think. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that's really going to be amazing, but we are just going to sell it nevertheless. And... anything else here? No, not really. We can sell all of this. There we go. 62,000. That's actually really good. And we can now move on. Alright, so we did level up our one-handed skill in that fight, and we're going to be getting Trainer, which is... I wouldn't say it's amazing, because I don't really like these small, little, incremental... you know, gains like +2. I don't really care about +2. If it was +5, I'd be like, yes, this is actually pretty cool. I like this because this gives us +5 hit points, +5% experience to melee troops in your party after every battle. Sounds pretty cool, right? +2, not so much, not so much. However, obviously, if you take a look at the breakdown here, we are already getting a, you know, somewhat decent-ish amount of HP from other sources, so I wouldn't say that it's terrible, but yeah, I would definitely I would prefer to get, you know, I'd prefer to get more benefit from that. But yeah, I guess it's not too bad. Obviously, we are indeed going to be getting even more in just a second once our medicine skill is fully leveled up. Obviously, that's not actually going to be providing any kind of benefit to us specifically, but it is definitely going to get us a benefit for our forces, which is going to make a huge difference. So otherwise, do we want to do anything here? 88 out of 93. Do we want anything else? Vlandian Norter, I guess. We could go for Vlandian Banner Knights too. You know what I really need to do? I really need to just sit in a town for 10 billion years and just try to gain as much, try to gain as many prisoners converted as possible. And here we go. We finally have our first 275 perk, which is indeed Immortal Charm. So there's +5 influence for us right there. And that is indeed going to make so much difference. What we're going to try to do as well, I'm going to try to get Forgiveness of Debts. Let's try to pass this. We can't pass it. Unfortunate. Okay. I will just go for the relation game with Urgion then, because there's no way for me to pass this, unfortunately. Forgiveness of Debts would have been amazing for us to get through here, but as is always the case, the AI does not like Forgiveness of Debts for some reason. I don't actually know why that is, but they are... well, they hate it. They hate Forgiveness of Debts for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, we will make our way over here. They are most likely going to give me Verexand Castle. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, that's great. Let's give it to... I think Oradweir can probably use it. There we go. Let's give it to him. I don't really need the charm skill anymore, by the way. But as far as I'm aware, just on another note, I seem to recall that Immortal Charm was a scaling perk. I seem to recall this was the case. In other words, it actually didn't just give you a flat 5 influence per day. I think in a previous version of the game, it used to give you a... I think it used to give you like +1 influence per skill point above, you know, 275 or something like that. So you would eventually be able to, well, you'd get a really nice scaling benefit there. So if you had even more in social, which obviously I don't really have the ability to get anything more in social at the moment because we did just gain an attribute point, but it would be a crazy thing if we could do that. That would be so nice. Okay, so this guy is actually raiding this village. I'm going to go in for the auto-resolve here just because I want to get more leadership, more medicine skill. Look at this. Crazy amounts of everything coming up right there, which is very nice. And then we're just going to be doing this, just level up everyone. Unfortunately, we are now going to lose a handful of prisoners, which I suppose is kind of bad. But we're also gaining significant skills. And that I think is the most precious thing for us right now. Okay, wait. Did something happen right here? Yes, they managed to take quite a few of us prisoner, but they didn't manage to do anything else. So that's pretty good. That as far as death is concerned, as long as we're not losing huge amounts of people, then that's all that really matters. Let's wait here for a little bit of time. We are going to lose a handful of prisoners. Actually, just a small amount, not even that bad. And we are gonna... Oh, hello. Are you gonna come over here? No, he's going for Verexand Castle. That does make a lot of sense. There's 243 in there. Shouldn't be super difficult for us to defend it, but it very much depends on if someone appears out of nowhere to help us out. Now, the question is, do we want to have Silver Tongue to try to persuade lords to defect to our faction, or do we want Spring of Gold, which provides us with 0.1% dinars of interest income per day based on your current dinars up to 1,000 dinars? Do we want that? Because from my perspective, I feel like that is completely and utterly useless. I think that is probably one of the most useless perks in the whole game, just because it's such a late game perk, right? It's such a late game perk. It's 250 you need in trade, and look at what it does. It gives you 1,000 dinars, right? So late in the game, and you're a trader, right? Those two things, late in the game, being a trader, if you don't have more than, I don't know, 500 to 1 million to 1.5 million in cash, then I don't know what you're doing, because obviously I don't have that, but I'm obviously not really focusing on cash. If I was, and I was doing trading, I'd have maybe at least 1 million by now. But what I'm saying is, Spring of Gold gives you 1,000. It's pointless. So I'm going to go for Silver Tongue, I guess. It's kind of unfortunate that it is not as good as you'd hope it would be. But yeah, anyway, Chalrek is attempting to take Varric Sand. Caladog's coming along. Okay, we might actually have to help him out here. And I don't really want to do that, if I'm honest. I would like to convert my prisoners. But we might have to. Let's actually just see what happens. I don't really want Cervic to kill this village. I'm going to have to actually go in here. Yeah, I'd like to auto-resolve this because I am very close to getting my medicine skill to 275. I mean, we're not super close, but we are maybe another 3 or 4 auto-resolves against a relatively strong vassal away from being able to max it out. And I would love to be able to do that. Unfortunately, as it stands, we don't really... Not sure if I can really abide that at the moment. I think I kind of have to just wait and see what we can do about that in the future. Maybe we can just... Well, maybe we can just relax a little bit with it. And I'm going to be a bit careful here this time because I'm not sure what happened beforehand with my infantry, because my infantry just were not there and they were very far away. So I'm kind of hoping that my forces can just move a little bit together this time around because I'm a bit paranoid now about that. Yeah, but as you can see, look at the amount of damage I can do right now. Look at the amount of damage. I literally just hit 3 people in a row, didn't miss once, killed 2. I mean, come on. How can we... I mean, literally, that just says everything you need to know. It's literally the polearm. It's the polearm's fault. A bad workman blames his tools. Yes, that's the kind of thing that we're talking about right here. But yeah, it's quite funny because look at the difference. It's night and day right now. Like, yeah, sure, I'm still not getting a huge amount of kills or anything like that, but that's just purely because I am mostly hitting people's shields on their backs and things. Crossbowmen and everything do have that rather nice defensive bonus when it comes to that, because if you do hit them in the back, then it's most likely going to hit their shield. But yeah, it's such a crazy difference to... I mean, literally, to use this polearm in comparison, look at it. Look at how much damage we're able to do. We're able to inflict so much damage here. And I'm not really, I mean, as I say, I'm not really trying to do damage, as in, I'm not really, you know, trying super hard like I was with the previous polearm. And that just goes to show. Even if it is the exact same weapon type or weapon class, as in, you know, using a polearm, it can make a huge difference. Just a small change from one having 236 reach and another one having 190 reach. It's actually quite staggering and very surprising, actually, that it's such a big deal. But there you go. Anyway, 31 influence, actually pretty nice. 14 renown, and we almost got 150 in leadership. Not bad. All right, so let's just do a little bit of something here. I just want to make sure that we take what we can. Yeah, okay. Kind of unfortunate that we can't do any more. Let's just get rid of one of those guys. But yeah, as I say, I think I kind of have to just leave everyone alone for quite some time and literally just stand at a town somewhere and just get all these prisoners converted. I mean, I guess I could. You know what? I guess I could go over here. Dagonik is attempting to take that now. Are you serious? Okay, well, I'm just going to let him do that, I guess. What's actually going on here? Okay. What? Oh, there's some crazy stuff going on here. She was like, oh, I'm going to raid this village in front of your face. Yeah, and I'm just going to be like, no, thank you very much. You're not going to do that. And we're just going to, well, hopefully have a pretty decent time here. Unfortunately, we are, as I said, needing to get rid of some of our prisoners. So it would be nice if we could... well, I'd like to recruit some more people. Unfortunately, that's being raided right now. I can't really go over there. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if we could, but yeah, I don't think so somehow. Let's just do this. Rovolt has been taken. What? Really? That's actually kind of insane. Wait a minute. Vlandians have been taken prisoner. That's wonderful. Botanians have been released. Okay, that's great. Bear in mind that obviously with Death for All, it is actually extremely important that your forces manage to win in a row. You know, you can't just have them go, oh yes, I am going to win this, and then I'm going to lose. And, you know, then just basically rinse and repeat that and go flip-floppity all over the place. You know, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. It would be very, very nice if we could maintain that as much as possible. I'd like to get Veterans Respect here, even though I'm probably not really going to be doing that much in the way of bandit conversion. But I think it's kind of nice to have it nevertheless, just in case. Okay. So basically, I did not even see this happening at the time, but they gave me Revolt. And I am not actually very pleased about that. I am pleased about it, don't get me wrong, because I actually really appreciate that they wanted to do something nice like that. However, this is the problem. I am having a loyalty issue. Yes, we're having a loyalty... Oh, hello there. Okay, I am going to get this guy. He's 52, though. He's 52. I'm not sure if I can... I guess I can kind of do this, but we're going to lose a governor very, very quickly if I make him the governor and then he dies. That's going to be extremely, extremely bad for us. So what we're going to do is we will try to put him on here, and we'll see what happens. We do have none in the courthouse. Are you serious? We don't... Okay. We don't have any in the courthouse. That's kind of terrible. Okay, so let's go for festivals and games. I'm going to be waiting here for some time. Let's just hope that the rebellion or any kind of rebellion doesn't happen just yet. I'm going to try to... Yeah, as you can see, this is the reason why Parade is amazing, by the way. This is literally the entire reason. So incredible how much it's able to repair. And I'm obviously going to try to get... Well, I'm going to try, if I can, to get some people in here. I mean, we have more than enough food and everything. But the loyalty situation was dire, absolutely dire straits right here. So hopefully we'll be able to do something once the governor is instituted and once we have repaired the loyalty a bit more. Well, it looks as though we have a bit of an issue here where we are now experiencing a bit of defeat, but that's okay. That's all right, because we're then going to be getting some Botanians freed from prisoner, right? And we're also, as you could see right here, having, I think we're having something else happen as well. A trade agreement with the Sturgians. Ah, okay. Sturgians. Sorry, Sturgians. Okay. So yes, we will then do... I don't even know, really. Let's actually just do this. Increase our morale by a little bit. Okay, so let's have a look. We have... Oh, it's not relevant anymore. Great. I missed out on that. Okay, so we'll just do this. I don't even need charm skill anymore, hilariously enough, so I don't even know why I'm even bothering doing this, but I guess it's kind of nice anyway. And yeah, so I now have a governor in here. Hopefully he's going to do a relatively good job. I am also using the festivals and games default, you know, little project thing. And hopefully that's going to make a big difference. Because all I want to do is I just want to make sure that we are as... shall we say, powerful as possible when it comes to one town, right? I just want to make sure that my one town is strong, and then from there I can kind of advance and scale from it a little bit, you know, so we can have a slightly better time. Let's see what we can do here, though. What do we want? What is actually better right here? I guess it just depends on if you're trading mounts or trading pack animals. 10% carry capacity for troops in your party, or 20% carry capacity for pack animals in your party. I think probably the pack animals are probably going to be better. I have no idea. I guess so. But yeah. Anyway, we should be absolutely fine now, as you can see right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get courthouse, we're going to get all this stuff, and we are just going to literally do all of that. Let's do this, and then the fortification. And then this one. There we go. Okay, so that's going to take quite a while to do. Or at least I think so. But maybe not. I mean, it very much depends. Our loyalty is fantastic right now, so our construction speed is going to be much faster than if it was low, because it does actually give you a construction bonus if you have a high loyalty. That's the reason why I've always said high loyalty is the way to go every single time. I personally agree on that. All right, I think that. So yeah, otherwise... are we at war against anyone? No, we're not. Okay, so I'm basically just going to stay here. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to stay in here. I'm just going to provide my my parade bonus and my security bonus, and all I'm going to do is just build up my my town. It still says the settlement is rebelling for some reason. I don't know why that is. Actually, wait a minute. Let me actually just see for a real quick second here. So we have unlimited wages. and auto recruitment on. I am actually going to leave that on. I am actually going to leave that on. That's really, really important in my opinion. Okay, so it looks as though Mr. Caladog has decided to declare war against the Western Empire once again, which is actually pretty fine with me, to be honest, because we've got a load of prisoners ready to convert at any point. If we do end up losing a load of troops, then that's not really going to be that big a deal, or at least I hope not. Now, the question is, now that we have a town, and now that we're making very, very good money, do I actually need anything? Do I actually need another town? I don't think so. I think my town is doing very, very nicely right now, just purely because of its vertical nature. We're able to very, very quickly and easily make a lot of money through that. We can probably try to get to 275 here. I'm gonna... You know what? I don't actually need to let these guys go anymore. Yeah, that's actually something I'm going to change now. So our strategy now is going to change. So we're no longer going to just let people go instantly. We're going to be taking them prisoner instead. Okay, so we're going to take them prisoner, going to make sure they never ever escape, or at least as much as we possibly can anyway. And that is going to make it maybe a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit easier? I don't know, actually. It might make it a bit more difficult. It very much depends, I suppose. Anyway, I am going to go for... I'd like to go for more steward skill because we just have... Well, it's so easy to level up steward skill. But the problem is it actually worth it? Because it just reduces food consumption and all that stuff to get to 275. But I kind of want to get 275 in this. I'd like to get 275 in leadership as well. And obviously, I'd like to get, well, my combat skills leveled up too. I mean, we're only level 22, right? So it should be very, very easily possible for us to do this. I'm just going to go steward skill again. Why not? I think that sounds pretty good. Oh, hello, Emina. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? This is not a good place. Not a good place for you. Auto-resolve splat. There we go. Absolutely wonderful. And we can now just get a couple of these in the meantime. There we have it. Do we want any of these? Do we want any of these people? Probably not. Yeah, a couple of these guys, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of nice. And we are getting some pretty nice loot. Oh, she died! She actually died from that. Okay, well, that's quite funny. I mean, maybe not funny, but haha, but, you know, pretty funny as in, well, kind of haha, I guess. Anyway, there is a guy here with 298 troops. I'm going to shadow him a little bit because I'm a bit worried. Wait a minute. He's going to Vipon. Is he going to join Vipon's army? No, he is not. I believe this is actually the leader. Isn't he? Wait a minute. What is his name? Theoth? What? That's not his name. Ah, this is his name. Thephilos. What? Okay, so let's actually have a look here. He's 40. He is actually the emperor of the empire, yes. Because he has obviously taken over from Garios and Nadea. So, yeah, they basically were... Oh, and Nemos, obviously, as well. They're also dead. Okay, that's quite funny. But, yeah, anyway, he has obviously inherited his massive party size. So, we could probably do something here. Because this particular army, I think, is probably going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Unless the ruler joins the army. Let's see what happens. Maybe they're... Oh, no. They're having a very, very easy time here right now. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Caladog, where are you going? Oh, he's going over there. Okay.
Who are you?
Oh. Well, that's actually not... Is this actually bad? Is this actually bad for me right now? It might be. It might be bad for me right now. I don't know. Let's have a look. Okay, so first of all, we want to get rumor network here. I really want to get keen sight, by the way. Keen sight is really, really nice, in my opinion, but I guess not so much for us, maybe? Anyway. I'm not sure what they have here. Nothing too you know what? I think we might be able to win this. We might be able to win this. Obviously, this is very much... not great. This is not great, but oh wow, yeah, this battlefield is also kind of terrible. How many do they have? They have 274 on the field and we have 126. I think that's a little bit unfair. Okay, well, we're gonna have to Yeah. We're gonna have to do something. This is bad. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Maybe I can just snipe a couple of... Yeah, like that. Snipe a couple of cavalry. That's not too bad. And I kind of need to do that again, but another 273 times. So, do you think I can do that? Maybe. Maybe. Very, very likely that I won't, though. So, okay, I'm just going to charge through these guys. Try to do some damage. They are actually just letting me do damage. Somehow. Not sure why, but alright. Okay, let's be a bit careful of the cavalry. I don't want to take free damage here, if I can help it. Oh, hello. Okay. Yeah, well, the environment notwithstanding, trying to kill me. Quite funny. Okay, there we go. Nice kill, nice kill. Nice kill. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The polearm. The polearm is literally the entire reason why I'm actually getting kills right here. Okay, so where am I? Where are my forces? Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, that's obviously fine. I was like, wait a minute. Where's everyone? It looks like we might have this in the bag. I'm actually really, really pleased about that because I was thinking to myself we were going to have a big, big issue here. Thankfully, oh, I was able to get that nice polearm kill just right there. And hopefully, I think this is okay. I think we're all right. Are we? Are we actually okay? I don't know. We might not actually be fine. It depends. Yeah. No, actually, we might not be okay. We might not be fine. Let's just tell everyone to charge, I guess. Tell everyone to charge. See what we can do. I think that's it. Ooh. Okay, I was very tense right there. Very, very tense. I was thinking to myself, yeah, we're gonna... At least I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? At least Bruce is gonna die. That would be really, really harsh. But there you go. We actually managed to do it. He died. He's the ruler. He's the ruler of the whole Western Empire. It's actually hilarious that he managed to have that happen. Anyway, as you can see, our Britannian Fian champions are the main reason why we won that. They had 122 kills. Our Vlandian Norta, actually, hilariously enough, considering we only had 11 of those, did manage to kill 31. It just goes to show, I personally feel like they might, I don't know, they might be kind of good, to be honest, for us to take more of. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, he's done. We got a decent-ish amount of leadership, not a massive amount, obviously. I'm going to take this guy prisoner, like I said to you before. I think we're going to be just taking everyone prisoner that we can. And we're just going to be also, well, we're obviously going to be converting a huge amount of people here. And then we're just going to go ahead. There we go. All right, so we're going to lose 34 morale. That's okay. Let's actually just make sure that I'm taking everyone that I want to here. The funny thing is, this is not really going to survive. We're not really going to be able to do this because we are going to lose a huge amount of prisoners over time. As soon as we move, that is what will happen, unfortunately. 26,000 experience if we wanted to get rid of that loot, but I won't get rid of that loot, thank you very much. That loot was very nice. Okay, so let's actually see here. Let's increase morale by 10, and we'll lose a couple of prisoners. That's okay. And as you can see, has chosen Diokassos. Diokassos? I have no idea who that is. It's this guy. All right. Yes. So he's one of the last remaining, I assume. And let's actually get out of here. Ooh, that was a little bit close. That was a little bit close for my liking. Okay. Monchuk has actually declared war against the Western Empire. That's quite funny, considering. Okay. Yeah. So otherwise, vote for the owner of Veron Castle. Okay, let's have a look. Who do we need to schmooze? This guy. There we go. Let's get a little bit of relation with him as well. That's always nice. Okay, yeah. So that was wonderful. That was absolutely very, very close battle, but still extremely, extremely fun. And those are the kinds of battles that I really enjoy, actually, because they're close and anyone could win, but it's not like over too soon. You know what I mean? It's not like a, I don't know, it's not like a complete stomp on us, at least. Okay, so we are going to go for more leadership. Like I said, we want to do that. My medicine skill is almost maxed out. By the way, if I had 275 in medicine and we went into that battle, I'm almost 100% certain we never would have even gotten to that point. Pretty sure we would have been completely and utterly dominating that entire thing. But obviously that's not how it goes, you know? That's not how it goes. You just need to... Yeah, sometimes you get a little bit unlucky with the timing of certain things. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm just going to recruit a bunch more people here, and then we're going to take a quick look at the map. This is what's currently going on. So you can see here that obviously the Western Empire still got, you know, relatively decent territory. The Khuzait, on the other hand, are absolutely destroying everyone, as you can see right there. they are expanding at an exponential rate. Same thing with the Azerai as well, to a certain degree. They have actually managed to fight back against the Vlandians. Interesting. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.